What's the biggest challenge facing the church today?
That's a cognate question for me with one I'm often asked about Paul. If Paul could come back today, what would he be most startled or surprised at? And I unhesitatingly say, not just that we are not united, but that we don't care. For Paul, every letter Paul writes is about unity, whether it's about the unity of slave and free in Philemon, whether it's about the unity of Jew and Gentile in Galatians, whether it's about the unity of different factions in the church in Romans, whatever it is. We have elevated justification by faith, ironically, to the point where we've split over justification by faith. Justification by faith, as I said before, is the doctrine that if we believe in Jesus, we belong together. And together we face the world. And my friends, if the church is disunited, Caesar takes no notice. And the church is there, according to Ephesians chapter 3, to be the sign to the principalities and powers of the world that Jesus is Lord and they are not. But as long as we're disunited, and the media love it when we're disunited, because then the media can be the critics of society rather than us. So that would be the first one. The second one would be that we are going soft on the doctrine of creation. Christians take it for granted, or they think that the doctrine of creation is all about defending the literal truth of Genesis 1 or something like that. The goodness of creation stands behind most of the major debates that we're having in church today. Harold Bloom argued a generation ago that the automatic religion of many Americans was Gnosticism. Gnosticism is the religion that says creation is rather a funny old thing. What really matters is the hidden spark within me, which tells me who I really am and gives me the agenda to which I have to be obedient. That's a kind of a modern reading of it, but that's what's going on in the 2nd and 3rd centuries. That is very characteristic of much Western Christianity now. Let's not bother about the way that creation actually is. Let's look deep inside ourselves and see what spark of this or that is going on. And that's my real identity. And I think Paul and Jesus would nail that as being a denial of the first article of the Creed.
There's a pointed question here.